What is the relationship between confidentiality and FERPA? Have you ever wondered how teachers keep student information safe and private? The relationship between confidentiality and the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act is essential for educators. This federal law is all about protecting the privacy of student educational records. It ensures that any information that can identify a student, like grades or disciplinary actions, stays confidential. Under this law, teachers and school staff must be careful to safeguard student records from unauthorized access. This means they cannot share grades or personal information with other students or parents unless those parents have legal rights to that information. Even small things, like saying a student's grade out loud in class, can violate the rules set by the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. So, who can access these educational records? The law allows school officials with a legitimate educational interest to view the records. This means they need the information to do their job. However, this access is strictly for educational purposes, and the information cannot be used for anything unrelated. For teachers, maintaining confidentiality means taking several important steps. First, they must keep student records secure and private at all times. This includes sharing information only with authorized personnel who have a legitimate reason to know. Teachers should avoid discussing student information in public spaces or informal settings. It's also important to note that personal notes a teacher keeps for their own use are not considered educational records under the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. Therefore, they do not have to be disclosed. However, teachers must be aware that failing to protect confidentiality can lead to serious consequences. This could include losing federal funding for their school. To help teachers understand their responsibilities, training on the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act is essential. Establishing routines that protect student privacy is also important. This can include securely storing records, carefully handling digital information, and being mindful when communicating about students. In essence, confidentiality is the principle that the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act enforces to protect student educational records. Teachers play a vital role in upholding this confidentiality by following the guidelines set by the law. This ensures that student information remains private and is shared appropriately within the educational context.